Wala man lang akong may plug, ito lang masasabi ko.
Ito ang aking sikreto.
Oh, kung di nyo pa gets yan, bahala kayo dyan.
Magbubukas na muli ang tambayan ng Tambayla. Returning this December sa Smile.
Two hosts, double the chaos. Kaya tuwing Sabado, magsasama ang dalawang Smile Jacks upang manggulo at mantrip sa inyong gabi.
MSA because MSA enabled the fucking NSF to hold the option. Alam mo yung nakaka-apekto sa tao? Yung hindi magbabantay sa mga anak nila.
My prediction's gonna be wrong, but yeah. Ito may idea ko. Pwede bang yung .exe file? Ay, no.
The Gio and Blue Show, Saturday, 10 p.m.
This is the party. This station is currently under attack.
Huwag kang manghahamon sa taong pangalan ay Paulo Barcelon.
Geometric Adobo!
Geometric Adobo! Michelle's Party Club!
The views and opinions of the host and guest in this show does not entirely represent the views and opinions of Smile Studios, SVC Studio, and its shareholders. Furthermore, the views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host or guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network.
We are here and welcome and good evening sa Blue Talk dito sa Smile, dito sa SF4 TV at sa SF Radio, and we are now approaching the eve of the launch of Smile Channel and Smile Radio and also Smile Network as whole. So good evening po sa mga nakikinig ngayon sa Smile Radio, and I forgot to set up the stream on the YouTube channel. Sorry for inconveniences. Again, let's start the talks right now. Okay, let's talk again.
Son.
Po ang Son. Okay,
Yes,
mapapanood
Son.
po ang Blue Talk sa
Nakala ko naman Gio Talk to eh. Diba pangalan mo si Gio, ako si Blue?
Okay, again, ako si Blue. Yes, it's Blue for real.
Hindi guys, si Gio yan, ako si Blue.
Diyos may ako.
Kakain mo na ako, Blue. Sige. Good luck, Blue.
Sige. Alright. Ayan, let's start the show. And unang topic natin for today is about the popularity of football as well. The popularity of football in this nation. And you know, this country is obviously pretty much a basketball obsessed country, a boxing obsessed country. Pero we see recent successes of other athletes in other sports, like Miss Alex Ayala on tennis, as well the Filipinas football, the women's football team were going to be the qualifying for the next year's FIFA's Women's World Cup. And then meron din na tayong nakita news about success sa team ng another women's team ng Pilipinas sa lacrosse. And I think it is starting to be a wake-up call for us to not just support the three most popular sports in this nation. I think we should start supporting other athletes of other sports na mas lesser known, and you'll be wondering bakit ba itong pinaka-popular na sport in the world, which is football, is not so much gaining popularity in the Philippines. And I in my opinion, in my view, it pretty much stems from the one is American influence. America is not really a not pretty much a football nation. They bring us basketball, and back in those times, according to the what I saw on TikTok, pretty much basketball is pretty much for the masses. Everyone can create a basketball. Everyone can play basketball in the streets, and you can carve wood, and and there's nothing wrong with basketball being more popular in this nation rather than football. It has been a party culture, and it cannot be changed. Yes, to be honest, cannot be changed. But the problem is other sports are being those sports outside basketball, outside volleyball, outside boxing, they're being less. Wait lang. They're being less. They're being less. Getting attention, not just from the people, also from the media, from the brands. They're not getting much any sponsors. And another problem also with that is also, wait lang, I have to fix the stream. Why is it not showing the go live button? Come on, man.
Sa ano mo ba?
5
Sa
Okay.
Sa YouTube channel mo ba?
I forgot to set it up.
Yeah. I think I have to re-air sa YouTube mo. Wait lang. Stop ko diyan ah.
Sige. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then sabihin mo sa akin kung na-set up mo na.
I already set it up.
Okay. I'm gonna start it.
Okay.
There we go, I think.
Okay. Let's see. Connect your computer to go live. Go. Ayun! It's up. Okay, let's gonna restart the topic so the viewers, non-existent viewers, just kidding. The viewers on my YouTube channel is not gonna miss out. Again, we're gonna talk about the popularity of football and other sports in the Philippines. And again, we saw the recent success of Alex Ilala from tennis, the Filipinas women's football team, as well as the lacrosse football team. Lacrosse Philippine team. Yes, lacrosse Philippine team. And then we also, again, we cannot blame basketball because it is a part of our culture now. Okay, it is a part of culture now. We cannot make it the second popular. It's not gonna change. Okay, it's not gonna change the fact that basketball can be the most popular. But the problem that I've seen is other sports such as sports like football is getting much less support than the top 3 most popular sports in this nation. And I think it stems from the problem with the mentality that whoever's the most popular deserves to get more support, and whoever's the less popular deserves less support. And another problem that I found from this also is whenever they talk about the teams like sa lacrosse women's team or sa Philippine national team, sa men's football team, they keep complaining na bakit puro half yung kinukuha nila. And it is reasonable naman. I mean, come on, man. If you're complaining about the players being half, then why are you cheering for someone else, for another half Pinoy na ibang bansa na naman ang nire-represent? Why are we claiming? Why are we celebrating for half Filipinas who are, or why are we celebrating for half Filipinos who are flying the banners of the other country, but we put down the half athletes, the half competitors who are flying our flag, who are representing our flag? That doesn't make any sense. But another problem also about the support of the Filipinos when it comes to competitions is like Saka lang sila nandyan kapag nanalo na ang team nila. For example, like kay Hidden Diaz. Hidden Diaz, before she got a gold medal, I think she get lack of support. Pero the moment that she won the gold, she gets a lot. She got a lot of offers from her brands, like free everything, free gas, free everything. I think we should stop this mindset na saka lang natin susuportahan ang isang team kung nananalo sila. And again, there's a reasons also then kung dapat nating i-prioritize or dapat nating suportahan ang football in this country. I mean, I think it's time to support football in this country. Una sa lahat, we Filipinos seek for validation, right? We Filipinos seek to show to the world that we have achieved something. And the World Cup is the most prestigious event in sports. You see a lot of flags in social media that Spain's getting mentioned online, that Mexico is getting mentioned online, that Cape Verde is getting mentioned online. A very small country, okay? Very small country, but Cape Verde is receiving so many attention online because their team is, even though they're playing against the third-time World Cup champion, which is Argentina, they managed to save some scores. Like their goalkeeper Vosinia managed to do a lot for the Cape Verde team. They get a lot of attention, and Filipinos love validation. But again, the World Cup is one opportunity to make people proud. Same as Coachella. Coachella, pinag-uusapan din yan, diba? And Beanie was on Coachella. And it makes us proud. Okay, it makes us feel proud. It makes how big Filipinos are. And I think same should happen to the upcoming World Cup. I hope na sana football gets enough support to have Filipinos, or have the Philippine flag be flown into the World Cup, and have the Philippine national anthem be played at least once in the World Cup. We're not gonna expect mananalo tayo because of course there's a lot of goated football teams. There's always gonna be 7 teams that are gonna win, just because a simple qualification from the World Cup is enough. Yeah. And also, if we support enough football, that will also give more opportunities for the young athletes. Okay, it will give more opportunities for the young athletes, give them more choices, because not every kid, not every child wants to play one of those free sports, the basketball, volleyball, boxing. What if they want golf? What if they want a rugby? Not rugby as in the sports, okay, rugby as in sport. What if they want something like surfing, swimming? Diba? They should have something that would they should get enough support pa rin, regardless of the sport they have. They should get enough support as long as makakaya din man nila makakaya din man nila, or they were being goaded. You know what I mean? Again, I think it's time for football to be popular in the Philippines, because again, it gives us a great opportunity for a lot of Philippine mentions social media. Philippines mention. Let's go. This is a great opportunity. The World Cup's a great opportunity. And I hope the Women's World Cup will be treated pretty much the same as the Men's World Cup, because I know the problem with why Women's World Cup is not going to get any support from people, because of people don't believe in women. I think we should believe that women can do as much sports as men too. Okay? Kasi problema ko sa mga ilan dyan na kapag mag-Women's World Cup na, they keep hating. They don't want women in their sports. I don't know why. They come on, man. Women can do that too. I'm so sorry, guys. But again, women can do that too. Okay? We should believe in women doing this men's sports. And we should, again, We should support the Filipinas for the for the Women's World Cup next year in Brazil 2027. We should also support Axel Ayala, and we should also support the lacrosse national team for the Philippines. I think they're gonna, yeah, but yeah, you know. Again, next topic is about kung may nakita kayo sa social media. Napanood niya ba ang isang politician sa Canada na nabasa daw niya ang isang AI prompt. I'm gonna show you the clip for that. I'm gonna do some research. Canadian kasi may mga ilan hindi masyadong well, pero I hope it doesn't get any copyrights. Here we go. Teka, did I share the audio? The TOC, paki-switch sa share screen ko. TOC. Switch.
Ayan,
And
ayan.
I hope I didn't hear any. I hope I hear some audio here. I'm gonna go to yeah, I shared it.
This next clip of a Canadian politician is going viral, serving as a warning to
Courtesy of 7 News Australia, by the way.
those hoping to utilise the support of AI. During an assembly speech, Bill Oliver appeared to accidentally read.
I think it's I need the raw clip. Okay, this one.
Madam Speaker, another concern relates to expectations. One of the dangers associated with creating advocacy offices is that citizens often develop expectations that exceed the powers actually granted to them.
That's a normal speech.
Here's a more natural flowing version of that section that reads like a legislative speech rather than a series of short points.
What? Again?
Here's a more natural flowing version of that section.
Oh my god, does he know what he's reading? Does he?
Madam Speaker, one of my concerns with this legislation is the potential gap between what New Brunswickers may reasonably expect this office to accomplish and what the office will actually have the authority to do once it is established. When people hear that government is creating an energy sector consumer advocate, many will assume that this office will possess the power to intervene directly.
Okay, just a normal speech. Normal.
A senior opening a power bill that has become increasingly difficult owner facing mounting that the advocate can families already to compel charges or provide direct relief.
Okay, everything went up to normal, okay? Yep. He doesn't check what he's reading.
Does he know what he's reading? I do not know, bro.
Yeah. Again, yung pagkakabasa niya, he really read it out loud. Like, he's not really aware of what he's reading. Like, he's just reading based on the words, not the he's really reading based on the words that he saw, not something behind it. I don't know, man. Are we cooked? Chat, are we cooked? Are we cooked? Because if this is our leader, imagine the future generations. Oh my god. Imagine the future generations no longer being able to live without using ChatGPT. Come on, man. I might probably get him, honestly, because he's not in the same generation as us, and he might not aware of the very rapid technological advancements. He's not really aware. Pero again, sa gumawa ng speech, it is better to proofread. It's better to proofread. If you're gonna use AI, fine, but no, check every single word that you're reading if everything is correct. Okay? You're gonna use kung may mali talaga sa information, revise that. Okay? Ito yung mga problema sa mga gumagamit ng AI. Basta lang sila type ng prompt. They don't check what the AI actually content. What the AI actually has. And basta na lang nilalagay. They don't even delete the whatever the AI itself says. It pretty much says a lot about our society. It pretty much says a lot about how people uses AI. Again, kung gagamit kayo ng AI, fine, but wag palaasa sa AI, please. Wag kayo masyadong palaasa sa AI. Learn something, okay? You need to learn something without having to depend on AI. AI is supposed to be a tool, okay? It's supposed to be a tool. It is not a replacement. Okay, it is not a replacement. The human creation is still more superior because it takes because AI again cannot replicate what humans really think. They cannot be close. They cannot be close. 5 more minutes. I think we're gonna talk about more stuff here. So again, Beanie just left this nation and they had a surprise performance at Comic-Con. Yes, Comic-Con is like one of the most largest comic conventions in the United States. And they have pretty much fun there. I think Mika posted some pictures about that, and as well as other members. And obviously they had a great fun. Yeah, thank God Beanie came there safe. I am praying for Beanie though, because America hasn't. I don't wanna talk about the government because it's getting too heated for this show. I think News Radio may be. I think it's just new. I think I'll pass it to News Radio for those commentaries about politics. But again, keep safe, Sabini, and I hope they have a great, successful world tour run in America, and I hope they had a good run one day in Europe. I hope Beanie could also be popularized in other nations such as South America. I know Beanie is gonna get really popular in Brazil and I think the most nations that are likely to support Beanie are Brazil and Africa. Africa's not a country. Brazil and African countries like Kenya, Uganda, because they consume the most Philippine media, as well as other Latin American countries too, because again, they're the ones who consume the most Philippine media. They might gonna be the first ones. There might gonna be there are gonna be a lot of blooms in those nations, in Kenya, Uganda, Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, basta in those Latin American countries and African countries are definitely might gonna have a lot of blooms there one day. If not now, maybe one day, because they consume the most Philippine media out there. But again, malapit na po. Abangan nyo po bukas 12 noon na hindi na po again, ang araw ngayon ay October 30th 30th of July 2026.
October na, ito na naman tayo. Ito na naman tayo sa pakalutang mo. Ito na naman tayo.
Hindi. Ang araw ngayon ay 30th of July 2026, which that means bukas na po ang launch ng Smile Network.
Guys, manood kayo ng launch ng
Smile
Smile
Radio.
Network. Ang hindi manonood ng launch ng Smile Network, uutot si MSA.
What? Hindi. Ayan,
Nakita ko naman yung announcement, diba? Sa Beam Sander Alex.
True.
Na-memo si MSA. Na-memo si MSA. Pakinggan po ang statement po ni Astriel na Entertainment Department Head po natin. Memorandum numbers 2026-607-69420 RE14. We will be reprimanding Mr. Big Sander Alex for farting on his microphone on the Smile and Chill that leaves our voice channel disgustingly smelly. Please be guided accordingly. Issued and approved by Austria.
I know.
Umutot sa BC. Son!
Umutot si MSA? Umutot siya! Oh,
Umutot daw si MSA.
No.
Pero yung mic, Blue, yung mic mo na, yung mic enhancer mo, hindi mo gina-on?
No, it's not on. I'm having problems with it. It's not on.
Hindi on?
No. It's off. It's off.
Kaya pala mahina.
Okay, magbabalik po ang Geo Blue Talk. 10:25 na po.
Magbabalik daw ang Geo Blue Talk.
Ano daw?
Yagi.
Wala na guys.
Sorry.
Guys.
Uy, Blue Talk.
Tulungan niyo po kaming Lord. Dahil
The
po,
following advertisements you'll be seeing ain't real, ka? You cannot buy this, bruh. Imagine buying this that aren't real, fa.
Pamilya, buong tropa, magsama-sama, buong Pilipinas. Always ikaw na, always mura, always bago, always may promo, always panalo. Ikaw na, always ikaw na, always mura, always bago, always may promo, always panalo.
I'm an all-around media personality. Of course, I read books. Because not only they gave me knowledge, but they're also a form of entertainment. What you're seeing right now are few of the best-selling brands of GSCA Kent Media. At iilan pa yan, marami pa yan ha. Basta, hanapin nyo lang ang logo na to. The Philippines' leading premier #1 awesome publisher GSCA Kent Media. Because reading is indispensable.
Pagkagising sa umagang umangon at kumain ng sapat, gatas ang kailangan para lumusog ang katawan, pero may solusyon dyan. Ito ang MSI Gatas.
Ada Moreller po, mag-MSA Gatas para iinumin ang gatas. Sarap. Mag-MSA Gatas na. 69 na piso SRP sa suking tindahan.
The use of milk supplements must only be upon the advice of a health professional.
Alright, now we get to the actual teasers and ads, ka? Man, they made this crazy ads for nothing, bruh.
Wala man lang akong may plug, ito lang masasabi ko.
Ito ang aking sikreto.
Oh, kung di nyo pa gets yan, bahala kayo dyan.
Magbubukas na muli ang tambayan ng Tambayla. Returning this December sa Smile.
Two hosts, double the chaos. Kaya tuwing Sabado, magsasama ang dalawang smile jack upang manggulo at mantrip sa inyong gabi.
MSA because MSA enabled the fucking NSF the option. Alam mo yung nakaka-apekto sa tao? Yung hindi magbabantay sa mga anak nila.
My predictions can be wrong, but yeah. Ito may idea ko. Ito bang yung .exe file? Ay, no.
The Geo and Blue Show, Saturday, 10 p.m.
Welcome to another episode of Meet the Reason Midnight Sessions Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Season 5!
Wala.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Kung wala ka ng karapatan gamitin ang mukha ko.
Minari's Midnight Sessions Season 5 airs Mondays to Thursdays 11 p.m. here on Smile Channel, Smile Radio, and our official YouTube channel.
Paano mabasa ang iyong confession? Isend mo na ang iyong storya sa confessions at ltg.network o pumunta sa ltg.network/confessions. Via text o document man yan, walang problema. Kahit ibang pangalan.
Tandaan mo, kahit anong mangyari, hindi tayo magkakahiwalay.
Mahal na mahal kita.
People like loyal. Yan si Cholo.
Jody!
Sobrang ideal kaya maraming nagkakagusto sa kanya. Pero isa lang ang tinitibok ng puso sa kanya.
Sorry, hindi ako yun.
K-Drama's OG best boyfriend ever is back. Stairway to Heaven. Monday to Friday, 11:30 a.m. sa Jeep TV.
This is the party. This station is currently under attack.
Huwag kang manghahamon sa taong pangalan ay Paulo Barcelon.
Geometric Adobo!
Geometric Adobo! Michelle's Party Club!
Mga kalamaw at mga kazex, pwede na panoorin ang J-Force facilities sa DZEX 1026. J4 gumagawa na ng proper introduction. Dahan-dahan lang. Baka posibleng malate pa si J4. Abangan ang buong detalye sa J4's facility.
Kalokohan!
Magkaibigan na tong dalawang panik.
Tambayang kwadro.
Dapat lang.
Tawanan! Makisaya na kasama si DJ Mansanas Kamatis sa salita ng Mansanas! Sabado alas 7 ng gabi sa Smile Radio, Smile Channel at Salita ng Mansanas YouTube channel.
Sa July 31.
What?
Ano pala na-mute ko yung OBS. Na-mute ko yung OBS. Wait lang. Mali.
Yeah.
Ayun, bumalik na.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Willkommen, Blue Talk, willkommen. And today, do you see my share screen? Palipat sa share screen. Lipat. Willkommen, everyone, and this is Blue Talk. And today, we're gonna have a basic After Effects tutorial. I feel like I'm gonna give this. I feel like this is the opportunity to teach you all how to do. Teach you the basics of After Effects. So we're just gonna try to move a shape and like animate it. Try to transform a shape and scale it. If we have enough time, we're gonna do other things, more things into this After Effects thingy. Okay. So we get started. You open up the After Effects and you see the screen. Okay, you see the screen, especially these new buttons, new composition for footage. I'm gonna click this new composition, and it brings up the settings. Okay, it brings up the settings. You're gonna name the composition, anything, just anything, just a random name, and then the preset. I think I usually use 1080p, but I don't want to render for 10,000 years, so I'm gonna choose like 1280 by 720. That's for 720p. You can choose any resolution you want, but the preferred standard is 1080p, which is 1920 by 1080, which is the 69 aspect ratio. Or if you want just 720p, that's 120 to 80 by 720. That's the presets. That's the presets, by the way. You can set the custom resolution via this one. If you really want to LARP in 1960s, or if you want to LARP in like 2000s, you're gonna choose wait, what the hell? I forgot. 640. Okay, 640, 480. That's the 480p aspect ratio. Okay, that's if you want to set a custom resolution like that. This is the frame rate. The default is 29.97, which is a standard for NTSC televisions. Maybe put it to 60 if you really want something more smooth. The more frame rate, the more smooth it is. And the duration is hour, minute, second, the number of frames per second. If you like put like 60, it's gonna convert to one second. But if you set the frame to like 30 and put the 30, it's gonna convert to 2
Blue,
seconds.
can I tell you for a moment, your
What?
screen is your screen is not really clear. Can you upscale it? Your screen share. Can you upscale your screen share?
I hope I'm. Wait lang.
Wait, Blue Wave, your live stream is Japanese.
Yeah, your screen.
I downscaled it on purpose just so it doesn't lag. It doesn't lag.
No, make it 720. Just 720, bro.
Okay.
Let's see.
No,
okay, there we go.
On purpose
Okay, there we go.
My
There we
streams
go.
are laggy as hell.
There we go.
Again, here is where you can set the resolution. Here you can set the frame rate. Here you can set the duration. Remember, remember it's hours, then hours, then minutes, seconds, then the frames per second, then the number of frames by second. So again, if you want to choose like 30, just type 30 point. If you just put 30, it's just gonna be 1 second or 2 seconds. No, 0.5 seconds actually. Sorry. Just 30 seconds. This is the background color. You can choose any color you want, but I prefer it to be black. Okay. Now, if you want to create a new shape, look for this. This is rectangle look for this. I think look for this rectangle tool just to make an instant rectangle shape, or you can go to layer, new, and go to layer.
Si bro ay
new,
nag-tutorial.
and shape layer.
Yes, like
shape layer.
tutorial.
We have a shape layer, but it doesn't contain anything. So we're gonna add the content to it. If you want rectangle, it will give you a rectangle. Click add the rectangle and then I made a rectangle path. Now there's three properties. There's size, position, and roundness. But you're not gonna see anything yet because it has no fill property. It has no fill. It has no stroke. So we need to add fill. And then if you want to change the color, click this fill and choose any color you want. If you want red, I love red. Here it is. I love red color for no reason, because it looks cool. Now the color, now you're gonna have the fill with various properties. There's a color, there's opacity. Opacity is when you try, the lower the opacity is, the more transparent. The higher the opacity, the closer it is to 100%, the less transparent it is. The composite and fill raw, I don't get it. I don't get these two properties, but let's leave it for now. Roundness, obviously, it's gonna make the corners round. Position, you can adjust the position, and size. Notice this chain. This chain is where you have where you keep the aspect ratio. You keep the aspect ratio of the shape. Like you're gonna have to scale or adjust both the width and the height at once. You're not gonna resize it individually. If you do want to resize the rectangle individually, just click the chain and it's gonna have a cross, it's gonna have slash. That means you can resize this one is height and this one is width. You can adjust your height, you can adjust your weight. Now let's set it to 200, 200, or just 100, 100. Now if you want to animate, if you use pretty much almost the same way, click the position, click the stopwatch. There's already a key. There's already a key in it. You can zoom in. You can zoom the timeline. Sorry if my screen's too small. You can zoom in timeline to the right if you want if you want like by frame, or if you want to move the entire clip, then move the slider to the left. You're gonna zoom out to the entire timeline of the composition. You can move it by dragging. It's very simple. Now, I want to move this square from the center to the very edge of the very bottom. So for 1 second, okay, for 1 second, just click to this 01 colon 00F. That's 1 second. Click this diamond, and then now the cursor, the blue cursor, is now in this keyframe. To make sure the cursor is in this keyframe, because if not, it's gonna add the keyframe automatically to where the cursor is. So it is very important. Now, I want to move it to the bottom. So this is x-axis, the first one, and this is y-axis, the second one. Yeah, drag this. I want to drag the y-axis. The y-axis is where you move from up to down. X-axis is left to right. So here's the y-axis. You're gonna adjust the y-axis. The more the more the value is in y-axis, the lower the position of this shape. The lower the y-axis, the higher the shape in position. Now I want to move it down. just press space or just click this play on the preview. I pretty much prefer to press space for shortcut. Yep, we move it. That's the animation. Now, if you want to add more easing, now this is specifically for position. You don't have to do this for scale and other things. Right click separate dimensions. Why do I have to do this? Because I cannot do easing on just a position property, but you can do that on scale. You can add easing on scale. Now, if you want to add easing, click this graph editor. Okay, this box with lines and the chart, this chart looking thing. Click this. Click the property you want to add easing on. Click this line where the animation occurs, and then you may want to choose the options right there, or maybe click this point and enable easing using this convert to auto Bezier. Now you can drag, there's a small handle that appears, you can drag it on to add some easing. You can press shift to move it straightly to the left. Let's see. If you want like ease out, just click the convert it to linear, click to another beginning point, convert it to Bezier, and here it is. Okay, now if you want both, you can just click this, in, out, ease, boom. Okay, there's other properties that you can actually adjust. Okay, now I forgot. You can, if you want to position to appear, just the position property, just press P. If you want to the scale, just the scale property to appear, just press S. If you want opacity, T. Or if you want to show or edit, or if you want to show all of the properties that belong to this shape layer, click this this arrow at the very left, click the transform, and you see everything. Okay, you see all the properties. It's the anchor point. This is the anchor point, is the very center of this shape. The X position is, of course, where you move from left to right. Y position, we move from up to down. Scale is pretty much size. This is the X-axis. Y-axis. Y-axis, just drag it to enlarge or shrink. That's 5%, so less than 100% means you shrink it smaller than original, or more than 100, which means bigger than the original. Rotation, just drag it on. If you want to rotate the object, it's in degrees, and if the angle is over 360, it's gonna reset to 0, but there's gonna be one multiplier, or there's gonna be one times 26 degrees, because I moved 360 degrees plus 26 degrees. And then the opacity, how transparent is this? Okay, let's see. See, I am animated. Now, you can get you can play with some shapes or some pictures or something to practice the usage of this program. If you want to render, if you want to export the video, just click File, Export, Add to Render Queue. Make sure the composition is already selected. Make sure that the output is set to that specific file in the downloads. Okay, just click the output to want to go to save it to videos, click videos and click save. Let's save it to videos folder, for example. You can choose the render settings to have the best quality. Usually I don't touch these settings unless I wanna render a PNG file, which is which I can set the custom time span for the video. Now the output module is where you can set your codecs. It's .mp4 by default, but if you want transparency, you can use QuickTime plus alpha. Make sure the format is ProRes 4444. But we're not gonna do some. We're not gonna.
Akala ko
transparent
0908
video.
donate opat ka por mali.
Okay, we're gonna. Since we're not gonna do a transparent video, just go back to H.264, which is the default codec for MP4. You can play with the settings, but this is the settings that Adobe prefers. So if you don't know what you're doing, it's best not to touch it. Render, just click render, and it's gonna take some seconds. Now I'm gonna stop rendering because there's no point. But
Wait,
yeah, you
hold
can render
on.
it and wait.
Hold
for
on.
some
Are you
seconds.
making a Roblox logo animation?
No. It's not Roblox.
It. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I thought you put a hole in it. Yeah, it's solid. I see.
There's no
I see.
hole.
It's solid.
Solid, yeah, solid. All right, that's pretty much all the basics of After Effects. Now, if you want to delete a layer, press delete. It's gone. Now, if you want to add like a text, look for this T icon. Click anywhere where you want. There's properties at the left, or depending on the workspace that the program has given. Just look for the text. Look for the name of this panel where there's a name of the current font. You can set the font here, and you can set the weight, of course. This one is. Okay, now. Now you need to select the entire text in order to modify the properties. Just click this two letter T's. This is where the font size. This is where you adjust the font size. Drag left, smaller. You drag right, it's bigger. Then you can set the lines. Now this is where you adjust the line spacing. You can make it far away or far closer, and the line spacing. If you want the characters to be more closer or more far away, look for this VA with arrows. Drag the current value. And you now can adjust the spacing. They call it tracking, by the way. They call it tracking. Set the current between two characters. Well, I don't usually use this. You can set the color, fill, red, or you can set some stroke. Check the stroke and yeah. You can also adjust the stroke width here. That's nice. Delete. Now if you want to add some pictures, go to File, Import File. I'm gonna look for some good old pictures. And
Oh, bird time. Bird time. Just kidding.
Overtime.
Hey, oi, 2 minutes. Wait.
Yeah. What's your clock? What's your clock? What's your clock?
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Here's the image. You can export it. Yep, that's the AE tutorial. Thank you guys, and maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok sa Blue Talk. And see you on Saturday. Again, maraming salamat sa mga bumubuo ng SFR TV. This is gonna be the last day on SFR TV. Thank you guys for tuning into the show and tune in to the Smile launch tomorrow. Susunod na po ang Middle East Midnight Sessions, one program before the sign-off.